In Chapter 286, three centaurs with demonic faces charged forward while howling loudly. It seemed they had lost all consciousness, completely becoming a pack of savage, bloodthirsty beasts. The divine tree could only shout, "Don't kill those children!" "Huh! Are those children?" But the girl paid no attention and mercilessly slashed down with a powerful strike. Blood soaked the air. The severed heads rolled tens of meters away. Damn it, it was really the head of that demi-human. At this moment, the centaur girls spoke, saying this was just a trick by the enemy to deceive them. The divine tree looked around and realized this was why the girls' village had been destroyed. She herself was wounded and forced to flee, leaving only ruins behind. After everything quieted down, the people below finally dared to open the doors of their shelter. The children below hurriedly recognized their sister Panis and shouted out. Panis embraced the two in happiness and said, "It's wonderful that you're both all right." The divine tree now understood. It turned out that she had rushed in such a hurry to save people. The Elf King wanted to lay claim to the territory of the Idra tribe. The Idra did not dare resist, but they did not join the elves either, choosing to maintain a neutral stance. Thus, everything happened as it did. The elves had bribed many other Idra and then attacked those who refused to submit. And everything that happened afterward, the divine tree already knew. Now Panis formally expressed her thanks but said she did not want to trouble the divine tree any longer, suggesting they part ways here. The divine tree then asked what Panis would do next after it left. Panis looked at the two surviving children, but they were gravely injured and could only lie there. At this moment, Panis truly didn't know what to do next. Suddenly, the space shattered, accompanied by the sound of countless shards breaking. The divine tree knew the girl was desperate and could only continue helping her, reminding her that since she was its apostle, she should go in, and it would help her. The girl saw a powerful wave of spiritual energy surge out from the spatial rift, and she couldn't help but open her mouth in surprise, not knowing who exactly the divine tree was. But the divine tree had no time for explanations, immediately urging her to move quickly inside, saying it did not want anyone to discover its whereabouts. The divine tree's true form was still outside the realm, and now it only needed to pass through the portal to reach the life dimension. There, the divine tree would heal Panis and her group, while at the same time, a gentle green space opened up before the two children. Panis then realized the divine tree's power was not merely at the level of a second-order magical beast. It had surely surpassed the third order. Who exactly was it? The divine tree was in a hurry and did not want to answer, only shouting that she would know later. The divine tree then took the opportunity to bring along another female elf's body and threw it into the space, because if it didn't take this chance, opening the dimension again would be impossible with a body only at second-order peak. Panis was a bit startled. Then she noticed the person was not completely dead. It turned out the divine tree had saved her because it needed to ask some questions. But unexpectedly, Panis raised her spirit sword and directly decapitated the elf girl. The divine tree could only be startled and exclaim, "What the hell are you doing? Damn it, you're a troublesome apostle!" Panis gripped her spirit sword tightly and said, "Either kill her or keep her conscious. Never let her fall unconscious." That made Panis feel frightened. Her face turned pale, and she trembled, urging her master to leave quickly. Meanwhile, on a cliff, a giant mushroom was situated. Inside the mushroom was a strange core. Someone had awakened, accompanied by a fearsome wind howling through the forest. The divine tree and Panis hurriedly left the place. While moving, the divine tree asked Panis, "Who is the god of dreams?" Panis had transformed into an eagle, saying that beneath the ancient tree of life, there were three gods. They were the god of dreams, the god of nature, and the god of war. Panis spoke while sweating nervously, saying these gods governed the order of this world, and then one day, the red demons appeared in vast numbers from the void. From then on, the order of the world changed. Hearing this, the divine tree immediately created an image resembling the demons and asked, "Do they look like this?" Panis confirmed, realizing her master had also seen these creatures. Oh my, even a planet hidden in the void had been invaded by these demons. It was hard to believe. Not only had the divine tree seen them, but it had also fought them in a fierce battle. According to Panis, after the demons appeared, They continually unified major forces and then started wars everywhere. Currently, the elves were also being ruled and controlled by these creatures. It seemed this situation would be troublesome for the divine tree, because if it only hid under the forest among creatures unaware of its presence, that would be manageable. But if the beings who knew of it caught even a scent, they would mobilize their entire army to hunt it down. So the answer to the space barriers surrounding this planet was clear. It was probably erected by the demons to prevent powerful entities from entering the planet they ruled. Now, the divine tree could only wait for its true form to fully infiltrate this planet without being detected, which would take about half a month to complete. Thinking about it made the divine tree sigh. Who would have thought starting out would be so difficult? The game's difficulty had increased significantly, but no matter, the divine tree actually found it interesting. A demon appeared at Panis's village. It and its subordinates were investigating after losing contact with the army sent to suppress the defiant village, only to find an unbelievable scene. All its troops and the villagers had been executed brutally. On a towering peak, the ancient tree of life stood at the top, indeed in a position above all. Beneath it, many powerful creatures had gathered to receive instructions. The tree's posture was rather informal, and the magical beasts below were all silent. The atmosphere was solemn, and suddenly, the ancient tree spoke, asking if everyone was present. And so, their meeting officially began. However, it seemed there was an even darker entity behind the ancient tree. The chapter ends here.